Talking with famous people.
But why you can't find love is the interesting question. As somebody who's had plenty of times of life where I did have difficulty in that area.
We should do one about why ENTPs can't stay on topic.
Yeah, we should do that too.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
We could even segue into this one potentially.
So, but we're talking about why you can't find love.
Number of reasons. Number one, you probably were excluded from that process during adolescence by the general adolescent peer group for one reason or another, and thus you didn't get that sort of, what do they call that, socialization in that area.
Yeah, I don't think that I'd call it that, but I don't have a better substitute right now.
Right, that's what it'd be. It'd be like
The game. I'm like, you didn't figure out the game. I don't know that.
Yeah, you didn't figure out the game, right?
I don't really have game. I just am receptive to vagina.
You're just keeping your eyes and ears open. Hypothetically, not right now, just hypothetically, if you're in that state of pursuit, then you're keeping your eyes and ears open for indications that it's being offered or is that it's available or something.
Right.
Now, are you looking for things that are sort of a passive indicator that it's possible for you to take action and then turn it into more of a positive indicator, or are you looking for actual you're looking for actual pull, or you're looking for receptibility to pull to make them pull?
There's both all. There's just a whole scale that when you're interacting with someone, you can measure them on, from they're really trying to get away to hold on, let's at least go somewhere private.
Right. Huh.
But, and I guess I've never really thought about what I look for, but Kay's an easy example.
Huh?
It was easy to tell that you were made uncomfortable by your friend, who has no filter at all. And it's talking about
She tried
herself.
to put her fat butt into a swing and you encouraged it, a baby swing.
I did encourage it because that ass was not going to fit in the tire swing.
It fit.
And it didn't fit out.
Did
She
you
got
have to
stuck.
pull her out?
I wasn't pulling her out.
And I was real happy when
She,
I
like,
first started
tipped
talking
herself
to
over
him,
and,
and
gravity
then
helped.
I realized that it was like, oh my God, she's coming to the park to hang out with me.
She was
Kind of loud.
She has no filter. It just...
And of course, people feel an associative guilt of sorts in the company of awkwardness. It's a challenging thing to deal with because, of course, I'm of a mindset that one ought to try not to hurt the awkward person, but at the same time try to make them able to fit.
I don't know that she cared.
No, she's one of those people that you either love her or you'll hate her. And actually, people that end up hating her or like...
I like her now.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to get used to her.
It took me years to get used to her.
But But the point is that when she came, the first time I met you at the park, you got noticeably uncomfortable, and I instantly realized that your embarrassing friend had showed up, and that then I could back you.
See, there seems to be a step missing in there somewhere.
There it is.
Between knowing that she's uncomfortable and her friend has shown up, that had nothing to do with you at all, and you deducing that therefore you can bang her.
No,
Right.
it had everything to do with him. Being there. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, there was right. And I assumed it was me because there wasn't other people around.
Oh, so you mean the fact that she was uncomfortable by her friend showing up because she because she didn't want to be embarrassed in front of you.
Right.
I got you. Now it makes sense.
And
Like, oh shit, my friend's come here and it's gonna ruin my game, kind of thing.
Whereas if she weren't available, she wouldn't have cared.
And so I guess there is a sweeping thing that I do, or that I did do. Like, so I'm trying to think. You were at the park already.
No, you.
Or I was at the park already. And I don't know how. Anyways, it's like there's a proximity where you're not standing with someone, but here. If this is person A,
Hold on, guys. Let me adjust this in my hand. Thanks, Ford Hands. We appreciate your diligent camera work.
we do. So if this is person A, this person fucks everybody instantly. If the stranger just comes up right here, she'd probably maybe not fucks everybody. She's probably really clingy. There's things going on.
This is you. Where are you in this thing?
No, this is me.
Well,
and this wasn't with Katie.
But let's pretend. Okay,
Okay.
this is
Well, I think
Judy.
now he's going somewhere with this.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is Taylor.
Okay, well she
This
did
is
it.
third random person. This is Judy. Judy's a sexy lady.
Jeez. Okay, this works too.
So everything's backwards.
Uh,
Okay, show us. Show us the
Judy?
ways.
Okay, but Judy's not in the example. So, in the example, here's me at the park, or in the real life. Here's me at the park, and here's my daughter playing on the playground, and here's the playground over across this line. And I'm standing off to the side, being a dad. I've probably got something that I'm reading, like my phone or a magazine, and I'm smoking
Sunglasses.
cigarettes. Yeah, and I'm wearing my sunglasses. And she comes, and there's a whole park with the whole thing around the play area. It stands kind of like here.
Now, where
Or
are you?
Here. I'm here.
Okay.
And the playground's here.
And this
So,
is.
She's not standing like. What are you doing?
Is this
I'm
female? Is
standing
this
over
the
beside
female
you, but not
object of
you.
pursuit?
I'm
Right.
the green female.
Female object of pursuit.
Well, in this one, she's pursuing me,
Oh,
but
she-
I'm observing her pursuit because she comes over and she's not instantly invading my bubble, but she's not like staying on the other side of the park by where she had to walk through to get to an accessible but non-invasive distance.
Now let's say Barry comes over. Hi, how are you? You just wait it out.
Probably show another example at the park, probably after I've been seeing for a while, and then there's a pretty chick there.
Hold on, I don't know that example, so you can have the stage in a minute. But in that case,
Now, you can tell she's not interested in Barry, but Barry's really keeping her busy in terms of occupying her attention.
yeah. So if that happens, then that's pretty easy to tell by body language, the way their shoulders and hips. They'll turn their body away from the person, or have their eyes kind of dart around, or give short answers, and then you just kind of find a way to. Oh, here, you need a lighter, or whatever it is. There'll be some opportunity.
Or hey, Barry, your grandma called over there. And Barry will,
Do I know
what?
Barry in this?
No, that's
Okay.
probably a good one.
Well, if Barry is just overtly obnoxious, then you can tell Barry to fuck off.
All right, well he's being okay. Barry's being.
At the park.
Yeah, that kid didn't even know I was making fun of him.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he was hitting on me.
He was.
Barry's a jogger. Now, he jogs in the park because he's trying to impress the ladies. And he probably talks to a lot of different ladies in the park, but this time he comes up to you and he says, "Hey, what's a pretty lady like you doing in the park by yourself, huh? You want some sexual intercourse with me?" Now you're able to hear this from over here.
Me, my
You go
response is,
Saber.
does she start having sexual intercourse with him?
No, she's like, like that.
If she does that, I probably let him go a minute longer. Just because it's kind of an obnoxious.
Yeah, whoa, that's just a joke. I got a little out of hand there. That's my fault. I am so terribly sorry. Let me share with you a glass of this champagne. I have champagne in my thermos.
I'd let him go until it's reasonable for me to not.
All right.
I'd let him have enough rope. I just let him have enough rope. He's obviously tying a noose by just talking.
So then, now you see him. He takes out some pictures. They're naked pictures of himself. He's showing them to her.
All right, now we're at the park. Now I've got a reason to say, hey, go the fuck away with your naked pictures.
I'll probably be flagging you down by then at the park.
Yeah.
Lord.
He says, but they're very artistically
Because
done.
There's nothing attractive about like when you pull up your messenger and then there's like a cock on there.
That's never
Decided
happened.
to, like, hey,
You're not a girl. Is it? I think girls get a lot of dick pics.
I have never
There's
sent
nothing,
a girl a
and
dick
there's
pic.
I
either.
haven't
nothing. Has a girl ever asked for one?
Yeah.
No. Not a normal asking thing though.
Yeah, it's
That.
but yeah.
That.
It is.
I've had guys do that, and I'm like looking at it going, you don't have any point of reference. Well, I don't understand what they're showing.
And they're pointing until you want to see like a beer bottle next to it. Is that what you're saying?
Something
So you can
is
say,
just like.
right.
Well, they might be doing that on
you know,
purpose.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. So.
They get like
Here's
a
my
miniature
dick in front
cigarette
of green
box.
screen.
But you just get a miniature cigarette box and they go, look, look this big.
Or get one of the like 8-ounce Coronas.
Right. It's a tall boy. Say it's a tall boy.
Yeah.
Here's me next to a tall boy.
But you gotta be careful with that because you never know who's like gonna go. Oh, that's you know.
Right. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah.
The worst one I had was I was talking to an old friend from high school, and I was with Isaac then, and we had maybe flirted a bit on Messenger, but it went from like flirting to I went to my mom's and checked my Messenger in her living room on the computer and pulled up the message, and it was just his dick.
So
Dude, you
I
can't
think
do
that closing. We should probably do a whole episode on closing because
Why you can't find love? Number one, maybe you're sending your penis pictures to the wrong ladies. There's got to be some ladies out there who like this, or it wouldn't be such a huge phenomenon.
I think that guys because we would love to have a vagina picture just show up. Maybe depends on the vagina.
Depends on the vagina.
But it's much more likely to work for us.
Oh, you all would just be like,
I mean,
yeah, let me see, and then afterwards you're
vaginas
like,
are
oh, I
not the
didn't
most
need to
attractive
see
thing
that.
in the world. I'm going to be frank about it. They're
What is then?
well, boobs are
okay.
pretty
Butts
attractive.
are good too.
Yeah, the vagina itself is best utilized but not looked at.
Well, you don't. I mean, it shouldn't be just like open heart surgery from a
Well, I
stranger.
can't say that it probably goes the same way with guys. They're not very pretty.
That's irrelevant, though. That's the point. Is that part's irrelevant.
Okay,
But
there's
don't.
a lot of context wrapped around that sentence.
Okay, but don't send pictures of your penis. Is the moral of that story? I
Right.
would suggest is probably a bad idea. I've never heard a chick tell me they do like receiving those pictures.
I've never heard of it working. Like, oh, you know what you need to do is you need to send her a dick pic. That'll,
you sure?
That'll seal the deal.
Are you sure it's gonna work? You think so?
Oh yeah, it works with me all the time.
Oh fuck! I'll try it.
Yeah,
These
that's
are-
bad advice.
What is the
Don't do
second
that.
things not to do?
Things not to do.
Or why
and
you
here's the thing.
can't find love?
This is what I also did. Is the thing that I didn't realize until I was like 28. Is that girls can meet gays pretty accurately, anyways.
Can meet gays?
They can see. They're looking for the silhouette or something. I mean,
The gay guy?
how can like girls can kind of tell about dick size just by looking at pants.
Oh.
Or by girl talk, which if anyone's ever heard that, it's obscene.
I will tell you this, that I know that Candace, I never sent anybody a dick pic. I know that Candace took a couple, and she told me about her friends showing things like that. But you know,
Well, I mean, my ex-wife never had a dick pic, but I remember when we were dating, I walked into her work one day, and I could tell everyone smiling at me, that everyone that she worked with, and I said, "You guys talked about sex, didn't you?" She goes, "Yes." And I said, "They could all draw a perfect representation of my dick now, couldn't they?" She said, "Yes."
well, the other thing is, I don't know about you, but I stopped engaging in what would be termed descriptive locker room talk when I was about 20 or 21 or
Girls
22 or something.
don't ever stop
And
that.
and women, they seem to,
Get worse.
well, they don't seem to outgrow it. I mean, I don't understand what they continue to get out of it.
And
but-
we get cold pigs.
right.
Now I want to go hang out with my girls.
But ultimately, is it the size of the boat or the motion in the ocean?
Ultimately, why do we care about their needs at all?
Only to the extent that it facilitates us meeting ours.
Right.
It would be the logical answer.
Right. I mean, the thing is, I think there's a lot of people who would like to be good at intercourse, but it's not an activity that one ought to compete at like that. And to the extent that one's really unselfish, then fine. If you care a lot and you want to be attentive to that sort of thing, but I mean,
You want to
ultimately,
be good at that stuff? Google.
okay, I don't. That's the thing, though. Is first of all, I'm not saying I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
saying
I'm not
you.
making
I
any
was just
statements.
saying
I'm not
in
saying. I'm
general.
not making any statements about that at all. I'm just saying, in theory, it's. You know, you got to find somebody who's compatible with you. That's why I want an ESFJ because, or an ISFJ, I mean. I want somebody who really enjoys helping, right? Who likes to be a big helper. And
Jay might kill you though.
He's
well,
already had some
I've had some J. J's are great. J's are
I'm
at least
sure my
ESFJ is
stepmom's
great.
great.
ESFJ
I've
is
never had J in any extended dose, I don't think.
well. I mean,
Which puts me in the awkward position of being
Well,
the J-ish
like-
one.
Actually, Renee, you my stepmom, you probably love her because she's real orderly, but she has like a reason behind all the order that there is.
Well, yeah.
And
And
if
I
there's
don't
like a
mind following
logical
orders if
reason
someone has.
behind it,
Yeah.
is
You
the
can
reason
follow.
destiny?
No.
It's just to make
I mean, if
everybody's
there's
life
logic, it's not
easier.
destiny.
Normally,
Right.
Okay.
she's normally just making everybody's life
Yeah, of course
easier.
you know.
By
Sometimes I
following
forget that
Yeah.
you understand life more.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Thanks for watching.